It's the hip hop happy hour. Hip hop happy hour. Hip hop happy hour. Hip hop happy hour.
Who's gonna start it off this time, fellas?
I think the guy asking who's starting it off is gonna start it off.
Then yes. I'll start it off. We would like to welcome y'all to the Hip Hop Happy Hour. My name is Bake Low.
I'm Zitro.
And he's taking a drink.
I thought someone was gonna say my name for me.
Is the Hip Hop Happy Hour, episode number
3.
2 or 3.
Okay, no,
we're in a weird situation.
We're in a weird limbo.
We did an original filming that we talked about.
Our first episode's our second episode.
First
our second
episode.
episode's our first episode.
No, we combined them because a certain someone missed out on the first one.
Eventually, the whole thing is gonna come out.
Yeah. So, but this is episode number 2 officially.
Yes.
And man, we are just excited to be back.
So, how about small talk? Like, how have you guys been in your personal lives?
Oh shit!
You got Rent-A-Center calling you.
I gotta pay a bill.
Oh shit! They're coming to take that goddamn couch.
So, according to that phone call, I've been terrible. I can't afford to pay my bills. Fucking inflation.
Deflation's coming.
You know what? And they
Maybe.
said it's a bad thing, but I'm pretty excited to be honest.
I'm excited. You know what? I don't care.
Because the only thing I'm used to inflating is blow-up dolls.
What the fuck?
All right.
All right, and that's how we're starting.
Yeah.
You know, welcome to the
Just like the first one.
Hippie Hop Happy Hour.
I'm not one to talk about my personal life, so to deflect that.
I mean, you don't gotta go too personal. Just how have you been?
I've been alright. Yeah, no, I've been good.
I like you, man. You lie a lot.
Good.
What's new?
I mean, promotion at work, but again, I normally don't.
That's good though.
That is good. That's great news. Yeah.
Yeah. Finally.
Do you like it?
I do. Other than like the random shows and stuff, I finally get to use my audio degree for money. Like, it's actually working out.
We do it all for money.
Yeah.
My degree is coming in handy.
Yeah.
What about you? How you doing?
I don't got no degrees.
How you doing?
But I be doing stuff. I really don't be doing anything. I just do the daddy thing, unlike these two.
I got 3 dogs.
But you know
might
what?
hear them in a future episode.
They're still a lot cheaper than children.
I don't know.
I don't know. My dogs take the salmon oil on top of the food.
Yeah, your kids get salmon oil?
Yeah, your kids get that salmon oil.
Salmon?
Salmonella?
Well, hopefully no kids and no animals are getting that.
No. But no, I've been good. You know, I do my little, side work with the fucking delivery shit, and that's cool. That works for me because I get to make my own schedule, and I don't got to worry about, being late.
What's crazy about y'all's answers, and this is, a lot of artists are going to relate to this. It's hard. It's hard out here. The starving artist thing is real.
For real. Especially
Especially nowadays, bro. Like, living off of music is a very hard task, and it can take a very long time. There was a while where I was just living off of selling CDs, T-shirts, and making beats and shit, but like that's not a thing anymore. Like I gotta work a job to make ends meet because the price of everything's going up, but the pay that these companies are giving us to make this music and publish this music on their sites is not. If anything, it's going
staying
down.
the same.
Now, as we discussed in that last episode, it's going down.
Yeah.
At least for Spotify.
Okay. Yeah, true that.
Yeah. If you got a craft out there and you trying to get paid off it, don't give up. We believe in you.
Don't. It'll build up very soon.
But also be smart and have a little hustle or not a back. I don't want to call it a backup plan, but like have something that you can be able to sustain and and live your life
Right.
like on top.
You
of
gotta
it,
have a
'cause-
plan.
Yeah.
And then you gotta have a backup plan. And then you gotta have a backup plan to back up the backup
All
plan.
right, you'll say it. Yeah, you'll say it if I
Yeah.
won't. Because no, like a lot of my favorite artists that I listen to, like personally, like didn't actually get to that point of success until late in their lives. Like to name a few, like Yellow Wolf or even Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, like with all the major success he's seen now, a lot of us knew him back when he was a lot different.
Shit,
And,
Colonel Sanders didn't create that original. He didn't create that original recipe till he's in his 60s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's why it is what it is. Like I'm about to be 30 officially next year. Well, by the time this comes out, like I might already be 30 in March.
Nah,
it is
this will
not
come
coming
out
out
quick.
after March.
They better not.
Might. It might.
Nah.
If it did, it's
It
this
might.
guy's fault.
Yeah.
So,
I might make that happen.
Your
I might
birthday's
make that
close to
happen.
his, and you ain't gonna be doing shit around
His
me,
is
so it
before
better be
mine.
done before.
Right, it's right before his.
Zitro's officially going to be
bad.
old enough to drink.
It looks like it, don't it? Like young as fuck, no wrinkles. Look at that. Look at that.
I was about to say.
It's not a filter. It's real.
No,
It's
no
real.
filter, only green screen.
Yeah.
But not for this face. God, I'm conceited. Let me stop.
I feel
Why
like,
y'all
I
get
feel
me
like
started?
if they
No.
were to pick the oldest of this group and the youngest of this group, you would never figure it out.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
For those of you who don't know who we are like that, who do you think is the oldest and who's the youngest?
Leave it in a comment below. Some of these people know. Like we put it all out there. We ain't afraid to let it be known.
Right.
There's some things we can't say because we'll get banned, and there's some things we don't say because we like our friends to remain our friends.
Right.
Us though, we'll say whatever to each other. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, there's a certain level of professionalism you got to keep at some point. Even if your podcast is all alcohol and rap,
That's fine.
hippity hoppity,
I don't think we did this in the other episode.
talked into the microphone.
No, I'm bad for that. And I'm quiet as it is. No. What you were saying that some of these people out there do know who we are, but a lot of them might not. And I think we should do like some sort of little introduction.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like I'll start off. So like I'm Histio. I'm a hip hop artist. I've been doing hip hop music since I was 18. And I also went to school for audio engineering and worked live shows and worked in actual recording studios and stuff like that. And just a little background thing.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, if we're going to do that, I am Zitro, and I went to school as well for music, but I went for music recording technology, which is not what I thought it was.
Didn't
but
know that.
I did.
Damn.
Yeah.
You would think that'd be audio engineering.
You
That's
would
what that
think.
sounds like.
What is it called?
Not. Music recording technology.
Okay.
It's not.
I hope your student loans got paid off by someone else.
I was not privileged enough to have student loans. So,
privileged.
Oh yeah.
because my mom made too much money, so I wasn't approved for a loan.
So you had to
you had
pay
to pay
it.
out of pocket.
So everything had to be paid for.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
dang.
thankfully for my mom, she paid for it. I love you, Mom. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, mom.
And with that, you were still able to make dope music.
That's awesome.
Right. But it didn't really help. The only thing I really learned from that was learning how to use Melodyne. That was
Wait,
it.
what?
Yeah,
That's
for
tight.
real. No, okay. So, yes.
You don't even use Melodyne.
That's what I said.
You use Newtone.
You want to know why I don't use Melodyne?
'Cause it's a pain in the ass.
Because I had to pay for it. But
You cheap bastard.
Oh.
But no, Melodyne was cool. Like I did dabble in it, and I pretty much know the ins and outs of it. But that's not what
What
the
is
class was
Melodyne?
about.
Can you tell them?
Melodyne is a pitch correction program software that you use for singers. You can use it for instruments too, to where you can change if somebody doesn't play a note right. You can change that key. You can change the whole octave.
You
of
got
it
you got to be
to
close
make it-
though, right?
Even if it's not close, you can change. It
You can
might
get
not
surgical
sound.
in Melodyne.
It might not.
I'm just
sound,
not that good at Melodyne. I
It might
guess.
not sound that natural when you do a big change like
Yeah, you
that.
get a little
Yeah.
T-Pain.
But
Yeah, mine sounds like oh, and he's gonna auto tune that later.
but it can still be done. But no, mostly our class was learning how to, like, the big thing we did was learning how to set up and record a full drum set. I did not know that it takes damn near 16 fucking microphones
Yes.
on
every
one drum
component of
set.
the drum.
Bro, we had
Yep.
Two on the kick.
It depends on how many
inside the
pieces
drum,
you got.
outside the drum, on the side of the drum, on the
Yep.
top of the cymbal, on the
Overheads.
bottom of the
Yep.
cymbal, the 3 room mics. I'm like, what the
Yep.
fuck?
The room. Yeah.
You know what we did at Simon's? Because the place was so small, it was not.
Just didn't even mic it.
I mic'd the kick.
The kick. Yeah.
The snare and the hi-hats were so loud, you didn't have to mic it.
Honestly, you probably didn't need one.
Yeah,
It was a small venue.
as long as you had that kick mic in, you can adjust it to sound good.
But this
and
was
like,
strictly just recording
recording, so it wasn't
recording
live.
a band in a studio.
You still need all those mics, though. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're recording, you definitely need all those mics.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is exactly what a lot of the shit I was doing at my school was recording bands. Like nothing we did was ever hip hop related, which was a little disappointing. Except for at the end of my schooling when we got access to the really nice studio, which is like $10,000 Genelec speakers, $1 million SSL console, and like the shit we're not even allowed to touch. We're just allowed to be in there at that point.
Wow.
And
Look at it.
all we did is we listened to Pink Floyd The Wall, and we listened to the entire album of The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
That's fresh.
Now that I think about it, we did not listen to any music while we were in there. We were just learning the fucking drum set.
Wow.
That's it. And then Melodyne,
Wow.
our professor, was singing and then using Melodyne on his voice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Professor Klump.
Yeah, no, he was. I mean, he could sing. He did like R&B shit,
Okay.
and he was just showing us how to use it and then how to layer it to make harmonies and shit like that. And it was pretty cool, but I don't.
I mean, you can't say it didn't help because
It did help a lot.
yeah, in essence,
Not the drum set part, but the Melodyne part.
yeah, the Melodyne part. Because in essence, Waves 2, Melodyne, New Tone, there's
It's all the same.
yeah, it's the same concept. You're basically just like moving waveforms or whatever.
Bro, when they came out with New Tone, I was like, yes, fucking yes, because I know this. I fucking know it, and
Yeah.
I applied it to everything.
Everything still to this day.
To this day.
Honestly, you're one of the best people to even do it right now.
I try, man. I literally have no
Yeah.
idea what I'm doing, but I do it, and if I make it sound good.
Yeah. Histio would do it mathematically. You will do it to your ear.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all ear.
I'm all
Yeah.
numbers.
No, fuck that. If it sounds good,
Yeah.
it's good.
Which is honestly the number one rule. The number one rule is there is no rule to mixing. Like if it sounds good, it sounds good. Like that's the end goal is to make it sound good.
I've seen
But-
you lose your mind over some people mixing. Over
Fucking
him and Clay. When
Oh my God.
when DJ Clay does a mix, it'll come out sounding so crisp and clean, and Histio will be there losing his mind because he's like, "How in the
Why are you putting the reverb directly on your vocals?
bro?" But he knows what he's doing.
Like,
He can mix to his ear.
Yeah, and not on an aux track like you're supposed to do, Zitro. You probably do the same shit.
No, I record raw, and I.
Well, yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
when you
this
add
is
reverb
post.
to your vocal.
Oh,
You probably put it directly on your vocal and not send it to an aux track.
oh yeah, no, I don't bust.
Yeah,
anything.
it's like when you talk.
I don't sidechain. I don't do none of that.
Histio talks into his mic side chain like this, and you can barely hear him.
No,
You act like you never held a microphone before.
I wish I knew how to do all that, but I don't have anyone to really sit down with me like you. I would love for you to come over and like teach me how to do it, like with one of my recordings, so I know how. But you have to teach me on FL.
You don't want to learn nothing.
I do.
You-
I do.
You'll
Because
be
then-
very conflicted because how I learned was a mix of both, and I find confliction in what I'm doing because I'm like, this doesn't make any sense, but it sounds great.
Yeah. Which sometimes that works.
Yeah.
honestly.
But I'm a quick learner. Like everything I learned was visual. Like every time I had somebody, like I used to have this producer come to my house. So I went to high school with that guy, and he used to come over to my house almost every few days, like every 3 times a week, I would say. And he would make beats on my computer, and I would just watch him and watch what he did and watch him do all this fucking sidechaining shit. And I would never get the sidechaining part, but I would understand his beat production and how to use compressors and shit like that. And that's how I learned, because I was watching him just do it. And when I'm sitting there watching, that's the best way that I can learn. I can go on YouTube, but it's not the same as having somebody in house
for sure
doing it
on your setup too.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the best way I can learn. So if you came to my house and taught me, like, I can set it all up to where, you know, it would be familiar for you, and you would
that's a segment we need is a Histio mixed drink and mixed track segment.
That would be dope. But that would be the best way that I would be able to do it.
I remember that seeing Bakelo pick up on a lot of things, like 'cause when I first started coming around, I'd be mixing a lot of Bakes tracks, and he would sit like right there and he'd ask me all the questions and all that, and kind of like what you want to do with FL. But then, literally, like, after a couple months of just, like, us hanging out, recording and mixing for him and him watching me, I don't mix that much for Bakelo anymore because he knows.
Yeah, but that's the goal.
Yeah,
But
100%.
But there's still things that, you know, I don't know, and I still ask these guys, you know.
I ain't giving up my mastering tricks. Fuck you.
Okay. All right.
Hey, and you know what?
There's AI for that.
Not yet.
Man.
Not yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Everyone has a different way to master too. Everyone has a different way to mix. They all have their own different chain, and
But as long as you just listen to it in the car, and it's just like,
Zitro.
Dude, that's where I fucked up. I started telling Bakelo exactly what plugins to buy. That motherfucker has almost every plugin I have now.
I just get the free ones he tells me.
He uses stock.
I still gotta watch videos on how to use them. But can we all agree on something? It is easier to mix an instrument than it is a vocal.
Well, yeah.
Right.
To me, it is.
Yeah. Because there's I know you'd like to go by ear, and you say, like, I go by numbers. The numbers actually works out well to instruments more than vocal, because everybody's voice is different. Usually instruments, there's a little bit of tonal difference, but, like,
piano's still a piano, you know.
Yeah, they're in the same frequency range, so you're playing with the same shit.
You know how I mix? You ever see that meme that pops up, you know, all them numbers and different equations and stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's me. And I don't know none of it.
And then he pushes all the numbers, or not the numbers, all the numbers out of the way, and then takes a C, an L, and an A, and he slaps that fucker.
Yo, all right, let me tell y'all something, because
the CLA works for his vocals.
No, hear me out. I don't always leave it on in the mix. So when I'm recording, I am one of those people that need to hear myself. I feel like if you're recording, like, you got to be able to hear yourself. So what I do is I will create an aux track, and I will put CLA on it, so it's not getting recorded in that way. That's just how you're hearing it back. So you can kind of hear it, what it would sound like half-ass mixed as you're recording. You know, it's got a little bit of reverb, you know what I'm saying, a little compression, like, I don't know, it just sounds so much better that way, rather than just hearing it flat as hell. Like, I want to know how it's going to sound after it's mixed, not beforehand.
See, and that's good for singing,
yes,
and harmonizing, but with rap, it doesn't really matter. I mean, to a degree, it depends on what type of rap you're doing.
Oh, for sure.
But I've noticed that with singing, that would help. I just recently learned how to do that in FL.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing. It's
not hard, because if I come to your studio to record and I gotta go like this.
Yeah, there's a problem.
That's how I record.
I'm upset.
No, I can't.
I'm upset.
I have to record
I
like
can't.
that.
I have to have both.
Yeah, the thing is, how you hear yourself back in a recording and how you hear yourself back just normal talking is different.
I know, and
so,
I don't like how I sound
artists,
on
especially.
Playback. So I can tolerate this, and
but that's why you got to get used to it.
But I know that I'm not going to sound my best on playback. It's only going to sound good once I apply everything. I already know that.
That takes it out.
See,
I can get my volume down. I'm not all over the place with that.
I'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
I'll be all over the place, and I will fix it in post.
It definitely takes some time. Like, it took me, you know, probably a whole album when we were doing the Monster album. You know, I wasn't doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? I was still, you know, having to do this or, like, you know, crank my shit up to where it was almost peaking, and, like, that's not good either. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it definitely takes some getting used to, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But now I gotta hear myself.
But, you know, Edison has that
another FL bullshit.
This is the stock plug-in pro here.
Fucking Edison just updated their shit to where you can clean up that peaking shit.
That's cool, but you shouldn't even get to that point.
No, you shouldn't. But it's there for people that actually need it, or people that sound like they're recording in a fucking toilet bowl.
The new thing is going to be the 32-bit floating recording. The thing you showed me with that cheap-ass interface.
No, the new thing's
that's
about to
actually
be...
going to be like implemented to every other interface.
It's already in the 4th gen of the Scarlets.
I'm waiting for the next SSL to get like that. Like
Everything's about to be mixed in Dolby Atmos.
it's going to be AI.
Fuck that.
It's so dope. It's so much of a difference.
I did my research on how to do that shit,
it's
and I was
not
like,
easy, yeah.
what the
And the
fuck?
thing is, the playback, not everything can handle that playback right
I'm sure
now.
the playback would be fucking amazing.
It is, but if you're not listening to it on a good system, like it can sound weird, you know?
Oh, yeah. But if you got like surround sound in the house,
or in the car or something, like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Eventually, you'll have such an intuitive interface, probably like Universal Audio or some bullshit, where you'll be just rapping into it, and you have your settings on there, and some fucking AI thing will already mix your shit to where like you rap and it comes into your goddamn shit like already clean and pristine.
as it should.
Not everything comes that easy, dog. We took the long road.
Takes
that's
a
for sure.
little bit of elbow grease to get that shit right. But you know what? Whatever it takes to make our job easier as engineers, I'll take it.
I won't.
I will.
I won't.
People might mistake me for some kind of a masochist.
There's already so many different options out there, dude. Like, I don't know.
But a lot of the options nowadays are AI.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
AI is going to be in everything,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. But
Yeah.
sometimes you can use it to your advantage. And I'm using it to my advantage because why not?
So
Why not? It sounds good.
So both of y'all went to school for music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
And I went to school for human relations, but that's neither here nor there.
You didn't. Never mind.
Wow. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. But anyway, since
Not that kind of human relations.
they don't care to let y'all know who I am.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, that's on you to
We
do.
went off on some.
Well,
Okay.
hey, it was all very important.
We're still in the introduction.
Anyways,
Introduce yourself.
my name is Bakelo, and I dropped out of school to become a rapper.
Damn.
And that's a fact. I left school to go on tour.
He's cooler than both of us. Who
And,
But that was the fucking shit. I wish I could have let
It
you
was
go on
fucking
tour.
terrifying. I went on tour with Blazy Dead Homie and Anybody Kill on a drive-by tour. And the first show was in Denver, Colorado. Drove all the way there. Fucking packed out. I'm terrified. I'm a little-ass kid. I'm not even old enough to be in there. And you know what? I did the damn thing because I knew I'm like, you know what? This is what I want for my life. So, like, I ain't gonna let no bullshit stop me. Fucking did the damn thing.
Hell yeah.
Still here doing it. And I have anxiety like a motherfucker, so if you want it bad enough, you gonna do it either way.
I didn't do my first tour until 2018, but it was fun.
I couldn't even tell you the year it was. I don't even know. I recorded my.
2019.
Well, how old were you? That was the year.
Shit. Well, okay. So I turned 17 in Las Vegas. So
Okay.
I was 16.
Okay.
I did my first show when I was like 14, maybe just turned 15. So like I wasn't rapping for a long time. You know, anytime I would see these guys come around, I was like trying to help, like carry boxes or whatever I could, just to like make myself seem valuable or useful, you know.
Right.
And I went out there rapping and selling merch. I was like, fuck it, if this is what I gotta do, this is what I'm gonna do, you know. Eventually, you know, anybody could sell merch. Not anybody, but I knew I needed to do something more to keep going on tours, and that's why I was like, fuck, man, like I'm gonna learn how to do lighting. Like there was artists who sold merch, there was artists who ran sound, but there was no artists that were running lighting, and a lot of bigger artists didn't even understand the concept. They just thought these lights just did their own thing. Like, nah, like sometimes, but it's better if you got someone controlling them, you know.
Yeah.
Did some YouTube searches and shit, and like now here I am still doing it, you know. Like there's some tours I'll go out and just rap, there's some tours I'll go out and run lights and rap, there's some tours I'll go out and just run lights. It's become a passion of mine, and to be honest, I you know, never thought that this would be a thing. So
Yet here we are.
here we are trying to make it happen still to this day, you know what I'm saying.
And now we're doing a podcast.
And we're doing a
We've
podcast.
been talking about this podcast for
and
a long time.
we're accepting donations. My Cash App is $Bakelow.
My OnlyFans is...
I was really thinking about making one of those.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
For real. I mean, why not?
I hit your space bar.
It's just going to be him
Let it
trying
blow
on,
up on you.
It's just going to be him trying on different contacts.
Don't turn it sideways.
No.
What do you mean? That's good.
Bagel.
It's fucking...
I told you, that shit's trifling.
It's dragon fruit, mango, lemonade.
Nah.
That's chemical. It tastes like bleach.
No, it does
Like
not.
detergent. Laundry detergent.
So, anyway, Histio.
Wow.
You
That's
got
so much of a difference.
I had the topics last time. You got the topics this time.
What you got?
I wanted to bring things to more of a hip-hop thing and more of a, I don't want to say mainstream hip-hop, but like the music aspect and not just more of our personal experiences.
Okay.
It's almost the end of the year. What music in 2023, because that's what year we're in, I almost said 2024, what music in 2023 has, I don't want to say impacted you or like really stuck out or do you think you played the most? And I ain't talking your Spotify Wrapped or what that shit's saying.
I was just about to bring it up.
No, because mine is on some BS. I don't believe what they're telling
Mine's
me.
pretty accurate.
Mine is not. And
At least my number one is accurate.
how would you? What is your Bakelow Wrapped instead of Spotify and all them telling you what
Like,
you
what
listen
do
to?
I listen to?
Yeah. What do you feel like?
So I can't just go off of just this year because I've been listening to a lot of the same music my whole life. Like, I do discover new artists all the time, you know. But if I actually did one, like on my personal, is that what you're talking about? Like, who am I listening to?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it would be definitely a mix between Lil Peep, XXXTentacion, City Morgue, Jeezy.
G-Eazy, holy shit.
No, not G-Eazy. Young Jeezy.
Pay attention, and you can learn a lot.
Oh, I thought he said G-Eazy. I was like,
No.
I haven't heard that name in a minute. Like,
No,
damn.
Jeezy. Yeah, man. I don't know. That's been my flavor for quite a while now. So I mean, there's a bunch of other music mixed in there, man. I listen to all different types of stuff. I listen to new Jelly Roll, old Jelly Roll,
I can't listen to new Jelly Roll, but
new Jenny on the block.
shut up. But I appreciate his new music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
real recognize real, and the shit's good.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, because a lot of people nowadays don't even realize that he ever rapped.
I know, and
You
it's
know?
crazy.
I remember seeing he came to Harpo's in Detroit and performed for like 30 people, and fuck, dude, man, like this guy still put on a performance like he was in front of 30,000. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he definitely deserves to be where he's at. You know.
And it's crazy. He's so close to a lot of people that we know.
Right. Yeah.
Like
he puts on for the small ones for sure.
Dude,
one, the Juggalos, of course.
Yeah.
Two, Medical Records.
Yeah.
Best friends with those guys.
Yeah.
3, Replicon.
Yep.
Best friends with those guys.
Yep.
And we all fuck with them.
I was just gonna say, I remember we were talking on the last episode about it, like our favorite music experiences.
Yeah.
One of mine was actually performing in St. Andrews Hall, which is like a staple in Detroit music.
If you've ever seen 8 Mile, you know.
You have to perform at St. Andrews
And
at
this-
one point.
Being a Detroit
And this was
or,
the main stage too.
you know,
We did both.
yeah.
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 But that night we did main stage, and Jelly Roll also performed that night
Oh yeah.
on the main stage,
Yeah.
and then hung out with everybody in the shelter, carrying around a
Yep.
big ass bottle of Jack Daniels, taking shots with people.
Yeah, that was tight. What that was Jelly Roll and Twisted, right?
Yeah.
Sold out wall to wall. Like
Clay was there that night.
that
I
was
literally remember. Yeah, Clay
yep,
was there.
Yeah. What an incredible night that was. I got a crazy story that kind of involves Jelly Roll. Also involves Upchurch.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, yeah. So, some of y'all know and some of y'all may not know, but I've done tour managing for Whitney Payton for a little while now, production and all that different stuff. And she had a show in Kentucky. I don't remember the name of the festival. It was like either the first or second year. And I remember pulling into this place, probably how people pull into the Gathering thinking it's a setup. It was just in the middle of nowhere, like absolutely nowhere. Like if something bad happened, you're screwed, right? sure enough, some bad shit happened. So
of course,
they book Jelly Roll, they book Whitney, they book Upchurch, and I mean, it was an incredible time. There's people, ripping through the crowd on, four-wheelers and, yeah, bro, like, it was so crazy, so much just debauchery. Like, there was mud and pits, like, it was so wild. Like, I was like, there's no way that this is legal, and
later we found out that it wasn't.
So, long story short, Upchurch is on stage, and there was like fireworks behind the stage that I'm assuming was supposed to be for afterwards. Well, they started going off early, and
of course,
there was this chick driving. What are those things called? They're like off-roading vehicles.
Four-wheelers?
No, they're not four-wheelers.
UTV?
Yeah, UTV. So she was driving. UTV, yeah.
Like
ATV?
UTV.
It's like a big ass.
It's like
4x4.
Yeah. It's almost like a fucking off-roading golf cart type.
Pretty much.
Crazy thing, yeah.
Okay.
But there was this chick driving one, and drunk. Everyone was drunk. Fireworks start going off, and she starts having a seizure. And Upchurch is on stage, and he notices this, and he's like, "Yo, this chick is dying. Like, we need to help her." You know what I'm saying? Like, so he like stopped his set to make sure that old girl was okay. Props for that, as you should.
Yeah.
And guess what? We're in the middle of nowhere. So what do they got to do? They got to fucking call in a goddamn helicopter. A fucking helicopter. And, oh my God, it was so wild. So the police show up like mad late because it took them forever to get there because of where we were, nowhere. This helicopter starts coming down, and like there's just shit blowing everywhere. Like we're trying to hold down all these merch tents and shit. There's just fucking shit just whipping around everywhere, and just drunk people deciding they want to lay on the grass right where the helicopter's gonna land because they think it's funny. And I'm like, yo, this is fucking wild. And yeah, it got shut down, like of an event that size, because there was thousands of people there. It's supposed to have like a certain kind of licensing and insurance. Well, they didn't have none of that shit. Literally the security guard was just like this dude's homies who wore a T-shirt that said security and was drinking, and like, it was just wild. But they take care of this girl. As far as I know, like she's straight and shit. But like the owner, like the festival promoter, ended up going on stage all fucked up, like, "I do this shit for y'all, fuck y'all for this." And he grabbed his motorcycle keys, threw them in the crowd. It was like, "Y'all can have this motorcycle, fuck this shit." Everyone starts fist fighting over that. So like, bro, there's just fucking cops and crazy shit. And then like we're trying to leave, like we're trying to get the fuck out of here. And this dude, with a bulletproof vest and a fucking Glock on his side stops me. He's like,
"Yo, you can't leave yet. We have an important person about to come through."
And I'm like, damn, the fucking president's here? Like, this shit look legit. It was Yellow Wolf's mama. Yeah, and I was, and he had said that, and I was like, all right, bro, like, I'm chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy didn't even need the gun. Like, he looked like he could pick me up by my head and just fucking squeeze my shit, and my brain would blow out. But props to that guy for, being so intimidating. But, I mean, it was... I don't know, man. It was crazy, seeing all those people in that place. But Jelly Roll showed mad love. Upchurch showed mad love. Fucking all those artists, man. Like, they were so cool and just welcoming to their fans and stuff. The promoter of the event sucked, but yeah.
Every time we mention Jelly Roll.
What?
I don't got no stories like that.
It leads to a story. Like, literally, every time we mention Jelly Roll.
And I'm leaving so much stuff out because it was just that crazy, bro. Like, it's just all, like, spinning in my head right now.
I got stories with Lil White.
Wait.
Yeah, so does he.
We ain't going there.
Yeah.
So, you were saying that you don't really listen to the new Jelly Roll. Not your cup of tea. You like old Jelly Roll. Obviously, you didn't finish. We got on a Jelly Roll tangent.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, no. I mean, it's because it was, country shit. I'm not a big fan of country. It's not that it's not good music, because country music is good music.
So who you listening to, Zitro?
Oh, man.
You could tell us.
Just recently.
Golden
Don't
BSP.
be embarrassed.
I mean, yeah, they're Golden BSPs and
He's
Easy
dope.
Max and shit like that.
They're dope. That's
Look,
dope.
Golden BSP changed his style just within the past few months.
Yeah.
And it's so much better. Like, he doesn't have that high-pitched ass voice anymore.
I thought he was like always pretty dope. He was really unique,
he was still dope before then, but now he's not playing around with his voice.
Right.
Now he's actually spitting, and it's different, but it's different in a good way.
I must not have heard the new.
Bro, I gotta play it for you. I gotta play it for you. But I listened to that. There's Kim Dracula, which boy, oh boy, have I been on a Kim Dracula kick.
That shit's different.
Hey man, that guy's been killing it though. He's been doing a lot of crazy collabs. Like he did that one with So Smoola, and I was like, bro, this is so gas. He did a collab with
Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's been doing all these crazy collabs, and that's the way, bro. Like, he's killing it.
And he was just on tour with Avenged Sevenfold. And
see who can do that, though.
Bro.
Those names, like, they don't fit, you know?
Right.
But if you can make them fit, you got some gold.
Yeah, and he was just in Detroit, and I was so pissed I missed that fucking show. I wanted to go so bad.
Where were you?
I was at home.
Oh, no.
I didn't know about it until, like, the day after.
Okay, fair enough.
I was pissed. I would have went, like, regardless. I would have said, fuck you to everybody, and I would have
You know
went.
what? I think I would have thought about going.
Yeah, from the videos I've seen.
Shit's expensive. I'm sorry.
From the videos I've seen of his performance, it was unbelievable.
I bet. If you could put on a good stage show, you know, on top of just making good music, like, yeah.
Because he's already wild as fuck.
Right.
But then on stage, it was that much better.
All right, so now here's the dreaded one, Histio.
Oh, no, here we go. Okay.
We know, because he don't stop talking about it.
All right.
And we will not include a clip, even though this guy is more than clip-worthy who he's about to mention. It's just, we're tired of hearing it.
Well, just like Zitro tortures me with his golden BSP and Easy
not
Mac.
that much. Not as much as this guy tortures us with his shit.
You know
It
what?
is literally his Wi-Fi name.
Aesop Rock has been a staple in the hip-hop community for over 20 years.
Okay.
And at age 47, my man dropped a new album. Anyway, dropped a new album, ITS, and it's very incredible.
It's
the guy's.
Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else.
The guy is a fucking phenomenal artist.
Obviously, top 5 like vocabulary as a hip hop artist in general.
He's definitely a wordsmith.
Yeah. Outside of Aesop, obviously, you guys know I listen to a lot of Sadistic as well.
Yeah, you got the shirt.
I wouldn't say like a wordsmith in the same aspect as Aesop Rock. I'd call him more of like more poetry, more poetic type music.
I see that.
We're all artists. We all write our own music. So when I'm listening to music, other than like shit that just sounds good and makes me feel good,
yeah.
When I can listen to music and like the words like stick out and it's like holy shit, and you blow my mind with what you're writing.
You
down.
feel it. You don't just hear it.
Yeah, no, that's gonna stick to me, and that's the type of music I tend to go for. Anyone lyrical, and I guess in the more mainstream eye, that'd be like Eminem. At this point, Eminem's like using Chat GPT to write his goddamn lyrics because it's fucking ridiculous.
Is that a fact?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right. See what you started, scum.
Hey, you know what though?
Oh, it's that time.
It's that time,
y'all. What do we got here?
Midway through.
Once
the
again, we have Tequila with the Worm.
Yeah. Eventually, we're gonna get to these worms, and we're gonna get them.
Yeah.
I really don't want a full one this time.
I want to know who the viewers think we should have as a guest on here.
Yeah, who do you think our next guest should be?
Because our last episode was a plethora.
Yeah, we pretty much cleared it up with.
And if the next guest is not in reach, get us in reach.
I have a
grab our hands and
obviously
put them on there.
We need recommendations from the viewers, and their opinion is most important.
Tag them
based on what I think we can make great content with. I think one person we should have on the show at some point is Clay. Like we've done a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Even shit that like hasn't been ever brought to the light. Like we've done a lot of things behind. Like I'm in one of his music videos. We had a studio with him. We were all traveled.
We were all in it.
Yeah. All of us.
My old truck was in his video.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of history with Clay and a lot of cool stories that I feel like could be told in that one.
Oh yeah.
That can definitely happen.
So before we take this shot, I got a question for y'all, all right? And I feel like, this might vary, it might not, I don't know. But in y'all's opinion, what do you think is the most important aspect of a song? Would it be, the melody? Would it be the beats? Would it be, the words, like, lyricism, like anything? Is it the hook? Is it the verse?
None of that.
None of it.
It's the mix.
Yep.
Yep.
You can have the dopest lyrics, but if your vocals sound like shit.
No, okay, but
as long as it sounds good, it will be good.
Yes.
But let's
look at all these bullshit ass rappers that are out here that are just dropping shit.
But they're on the radio and they're famous and they got a great mix
because of the mix.
But they're not good. I'm not going to listen to it.
Right. But they're on the radio.
I'm talking about what's going to make you listen to it.
The mix.
The mix.
Mix.
So if they're trash as an artist, the beat is trash, the artist is trash, you're gonna listen to it because the mix.
All right, no, I get what you're saying. The mix is what the mix.
Soulja Boy.
Take the mix out.
Crank that.
No, yeah. The mix is the overall thing. Like the mix has to be there for
mix
everything.
has to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess after that, like if everything sounds good, what's gonna keep me listening?
That's what I'm talking about.
Is for me the lyrics.
Lyrics.
What you're talking about or what you're saying.
That's a close second.
Yeah.
For real. But number one is definitely the mix, and then comes the lyrics.
You know what it is for me?
What?
The drops.
Wait,
God damn.
hold on.
If a song
the drops in the beat or the drops
combined
in the lyrics?
Combined.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the beat, but the lyrics
drops.
Yes, and like the thing is, and this might sound weird, but in my opinion, one of the best
tequila.
So the production
stinks.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Well, yeah, but that's not just the mix, because the thing is, like, you got to be a good artist to master a good drop. The beat could drop and you just do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying?
But one of the best drops I've heard. All right.
Is a Billie Eilish and Khaled song, "Lovely."
I don't think I know that,
bro. It's so crazy, and the thing is, like, it's one thing to just rap over the drop or whatever, or like stop and pick up, but if you can completely like change the whole feel of the song, and it still be good and still be relevant and make sense, like that's just art. It's pure art.
One of my favorite beat drop that I've heard was actually in one of the Eminem songs from the last album, Music to Be Murdered by Part B.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember the name of the actual song, but when the beat drops, you hear him yell out, like he says something like, "Oh shit, hold up, wait."
Yeah.
And you hear like these sound effects in the background of like shit crashing. Like it sounds like he fell.
Right.
And like when the beat comes back on, he's like, "I just tripped over my cape." And like, I lose it every fucking time. Like,
he's one of those He mastered them drops.
Right.
You know who I think has perfected them drops? NF.
I don't listen to enough of
where the beat go?
Half the time I feel like they make the beat to the shit he already wrote. Like,
and that's fine. Whether he's doing it or his producer's doing it, man, it's just something
or
about it.
Or they can always change it after. Like he'll rap to just like a fucking repetitive ass beat,
right.
And then the producer will go back and
like, for example, when I'm beat shopping, bro, I know if I'm gonna use a beat within the first few seconds.
I sometimes because
I gotta hear the drop.
Well, yeah, exactly. You gotta hear the drop
because sometimes
the drop ain't 2 minutes later, and
the second verse will be different.
Unless it's an intro.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah.
The outro of it will be different, and then you'll hear it and you'll be like, "Man, I want to put that piece."
If it takes more
in
than
my
30
verse.
seconds for that beat to really drop, I am not that interested. Like I cannot stand a long.
I don't know. I try and give everything a full listen through just in case it has a certain flip.
If it don't capture me quickly, like I'm not buying it.
It depends.
But and the thing is, well, I mean, different people, a beat's gonna capture them differently.
Yes,
but I know
100%.
for my style, at least, like I need it to be like, call
know
my
what we
name.
should do?
What?
This isn't mainly a topic for the podcast, but like since we're all individual artists and we all have our own different styles,
Yeah.
we should like one for some even not even for a project, just like random releases or part of the podcast. We each shop a beat for each other. Like I pick a beat for you that I feel like maybe not your style, but I feel like you can touch, and I do the same for you, and then you guys like do this. Yeah.
Y'all are gonna be rapping over Michael Jackson, "We Are the World."
Y'all gonna be rapping on Sonic beats.
Keep talking that shit about A$AP Rock, guys. That's all I gotta say.
He got dope beats,
real,
dog. I'll take it.
I could rap on A$AP Rock.
Where's that? Where's that? Oh man.
Okay, shot time. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I thought y'all forgot.
No, we didn't forget.
We're about 45 minutes in. We way past the time that we should have did it. We should have did it 15 minutes in. Cheers. Cheers.
Are you slamming a fucking Twisted Tea before your shot? And after? All right, I'll join you.
Refreshing. Now.
That is the worst tasting.
I feel offended.
It's not. It's great.
That is, he just dipped his bottle in Lake Hepatitis and filled it up with whatever water was in there.
And worms.
And the worms.
Jeez, that's where he got them.
Fuck.
I don't think they've seen the worms, but there they are. Look at that.
That is not enjoyable.
It is.
Eat one right now.
Yeah.
Shit.
You could have said no. Wow, that took no convincing whatsoever.
Yeah.
What a
It's
degenerate.
gonna be a great episode.
Are you going to drink until you get one? Oh,
He knows how to get it.
Oh. Oh. Well.
Just so y'all can see.
Look at that protein.
But it's there. Y'all know it.
You ain't shit till you drop it in the dirt and pick it back up and eat it.
Oh my God.
You remember that?
That bitch was fucking wild.
Oh my God.
On our way to see Froggy Fresh.
Matter of fact, I'll throw that clip in right here.
You got it?
Yes, I do.
Take a sip. Hurry up. Now you're pouring on something. Tequila. Hurry up. Hold up. Oh, he wants some worms? Oh, she drank the worm. She got the worm. Whoa, she spit it out. Oh, no, grab it. Give me. Eat it. I'll give it back, fam. Here. Hurry up. She ate it. Yeah! You got her! That's a real MVP.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Walking around the gathering.
I haven't seen that since, bro. Like
now that's a savage.
Were you just randomly recording? How did you even capture that?
He was recording the whole time.
Yeah, I was recording the whole time, and plus, Hoodoo was walking up. And
yeah.
I had to keep the camera rolling for that, just in case.
We just be in some crazy situations.
We're with Hoodoo, Light.
Yeah, everybody.
Holy shit!
And that was Light's first gathering.
Do I just be blacking out all the time?
No, that was Oklahoma. I want to say.
Froggy Fresh. Froggy Fresh. Yeah, you're right.
I took the worm, and they didn't even fucking realize it.
You didn't see it. Yeah. Wow.
They seen it.
Wow. All good for them.
They seen it.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
But yeah, I have a lot recorded from that gathering.
That was one of my favorites. The Oklahoma Gathering was one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, a little dusty, but it was definitely one of my favorites.
You got over it.
The walk back to the truck every fucking time was a little rough.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
I did it the most.
Do I have a problem? Do I just be like...
Yeah.
I either have a horrible memory or I have a problem.
A little bit of both.
Or a problem with my memory.
You got
was that the gathering where you were like, I don't want to leave?
That's every gathering.
That was most of them.
That's every gathering.
That's happened more than once.
But
was that Indiana?
Those first couple gatherings.
Or Illinois. Was that Illinois gathering?
At those first.
That too. Listen, if you're a juggalo and you're at the gathering and the gathering's ending and it's time to go and you're like me and you don't want to go, leave a comment that says, "Hell yeah, Bakelo, we ain't going home. This is home."
A whole lot.
Prove to them. They ain't doing it right.
I mean, nobody really wants to go home from the gathering.
There was one time I thought I got drugged. Our dog Jim Job had handed me a beer, and I had just used this bug spray, and little did I know it got on the beer lid, right? And so I'm drinking this beer. Next thing you know, but it wasn't just my mouth; it was my whole face started going numb. The only thing I could feel was like
70,000 souls burning inside my flesh, and like,
oh man, it was so crazy. I was like, someone drugged me.
No, we're not going to talk about me getting drugged at the gathering.
Indiana, everything.
Is that when you're sleeping against the van?
Yeah, everything happened. Everything bad happens in Indiana.
God.
You know this show. you know, where all the crazy shit happens?
Indiana.
Where did Zitro die?
Indiana.
Where did Histio die?
Indiana.
God.
Multiple times, all of us. Yeah.
Lost my original bandana in Indiana.
Oh man.
On the freeway, taking a piss.
I was squeegeeing pepperonis off the side of the tour van.
It ruined Big Hoodoo's van in Indiana.
Man.
God.
Shout out to Hoodoo for being such a good sport. Thank you, dog.
Left Hoodoo's at the time guitarist in a different state and didn't realize it until we were in Indiana.
You were.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, left him in Illinois.
We left him in Illinois.
Tristan,
we're in Indiana.
we love you. Just so you know.
How the fuck did y'all do
He was
We
quiet.
were so deep in conversation. Yeah, the whole time this kid was quiet and slept. Like he never said a fucking word.
Hold on to your story, because I got to drop a tip real quick.
Okay.
Listen, if you're on tour, bro, and everyone gets out the vehicle to go into the store, go in at the same time. Don't wait till everyone comes out or is already in. Like, just get your act together. Go in at the same time. Try to come out at the same time. You
Say
know what I'm
hi
saying?
every once in a while.
Right. Say something. Talk
No,
something.
you're there.
Because he was quiet in the back, you know, and we just assumed that he was still back there sleeping. And you know, this guy was driving. We pull off, and next thing you know, we're getting blown up, you know, from all these different people.
It wasn't even that yet, bro.
Hoodoo called us first, right?
Clay did.
Wait,
Clay did?
how far did y'all go?
We crossed the border. We were in a different state.
Yeah, we were in Illinois. We crossed the border into Indiana.
So how long was he in the fucking store?
Oh, we don't know.
We don't know. But we were like 45 minutes away from him.
Me and him were in such a deep conversation that like he got out to pump gas and I got out. Like we went inside. He came out, pumped gas. I stood at the pump as well, talking to him. And we got back in the van, drove off, kept talking. And then it was my turn to drive, actually. I'm driving. We're in Indiana now. And he's like, bro,
where's Tristan at?
And I look in the back, and...
Bro, we're like looking under stuff, like,
yeah,
no way.
I'm looking
no
under
way.
seats and, like,
where he
thinking
hiding?
It's a trick. And, like, I'm like, well, call him. And, like,
he left his phone in the van. Another thing, don't leave your phone behind.
Keep your goddamn phone on you.
Yes, you know, we know to look. We always usually do.
And the topper. We kept every goddamn receipt during this trip.
Yes.
Except for that last gas station.
No, that's how we found the gas station.
No, it's not. We knew it was next to an AutoZone.
That's how we found it?
That's how we found it.
Fuck. Because, you know, when you writing stuff off on tour, like, you need those receipts and shit. So, like,
right.
Yeah, I remember going through the receipts. I thought that's how we found it, but we just remembered there was an AutoZone. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, Tristan.
Shout out to you, bud.
Yeah, for real.
I only met you once, but shout out to you.
And he pulled all the bad bitches at the gathering.
Shout out to
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing I remember. I was like, how the fuck this kid?
Yeah.
God damn.
He's a guitar, though. Yeah.
Bro.
He got Riz.
They seen what he did with his fingers.
Right. So yeah, not only
You should see how I do them lights.
I left Hoodoo's guitarist. Left Hoodoo's guitarist in a different state, and realized in Indiana, and then while in Indiana, got a little too drunk. You know, me and him were on the road with Hoodoo, helping him out at a show.
Jeez. And this is there's still so much more.
All right, so the pizza we got from this venue was really, really good, but so greasy and sloppy. And then they were giving out literal fish bowls of alcohol.
Yes.
And it was delicious.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm good.
Don't
at that
forget
point.
the gallon of Jack Daniels we drank after.
Yes, we leave the venue and go back to Hoodoo's hotel because he has this big ass bottle of Jack that they give him, and we're not driving with open liquor.
Right.
We gotta finish
By the
this
way,
bottle.
I didn't drink.
So
I
we
was
sat
sober.
in a circle passing this bottle
Allegedly.
until it was gone, and my
Not
little
me.
ass stayed in the circle. And like we're all talking, we're driving back home, having a great conversation. Hoodoo gave me the Hoodoo blessing.
He did.
Everything's going
He
good.
threw sand in your eyes.
And like while he's still talking, I rolled the window down all slow, and I lean out that bitch and I start puking. I roll it back up. I'm like, good. And I lay down. In my mind, I got it out the window.
Nah, bro.
I had a great night.
Because I drove the whole
It's
way.
over.
I was the only one that was sober, so I drove the whole way. I pulled off at a gas station. I seen literal pepperonis.
But after I puked, the conversation was going all the way up until that point. After I puked,
Yeah, you just
the
stopped
whole
talking.
van got quiet. The rest of the time.
No,
I never like.
No, listen, you got quiet first.
He thought he was all the way out the window.
We all knew.
What he was.
Bro, listen, I was so tired.
That shit sprayed all the inside and outside of the van.
I was so tired.
Yes.
I got there and I was pumping gas and I'm like, fuck, dog. Like he got it down the side of it was on the back window somehow.
Back window.
So I got a
We got
squeegee.
squeegees.
No, not me, because everyone was slumped. So I like cleaned it to the best of my ability, which at that time I thought was perfect. We get a call the next day, bro. We go there because he had to clean the rest of the van, dog, like off principle. And there's cheese just hanging from the ceiling and shit.
Literally, literally.
Fucking gross.
It was God. It was a bad scene.
And then,
So bad.
do we want to talk about Denver? What did you do in Denver?
Oh. So in Denver, when I met Tristan, me and him went hard, bro. We left everybody, went to the dispo, didn't even tell no one. We just went, got some weed, got high as fuck. It was
great. Drove out there with no brakes on the van.
Yep. And that night, we had Clay. We were partying with Clay. And I got introduced to Sailor Jerry's.
That was Gorefest, your first Gorefest.
Yeah, that was my first Gorefest.
Yeah.
Got drunk and
had a very good time.
Wow.
I never do.
Allegedly.
And I went hard, bro. And I'm outside in the van smoking weed with Tristan. And
Tristan.
I guess I
know.
It's driving me crazy.
You know what's funny? Like I've heard people always say shit like that when it comes to that name. Like they won't say Tristan, they'll say Tristan. And it's
facetious.
Tristan.
Yeah, you're being facetious right now.
But
anyway.
All right. Anyway.
No, I went way too fucking hard. Went outside and smoked and never went back in and passed the fuck out in the front seat of the van.
In the front seat of the van.
And
6 a.m. rolls around. And why am I always the responsible one, dog? What the fuck? So I'm like, all right, I got to go pick up Hoodoo from the airport. This man is done. He is not leaving the front seat.
Not responsive.
Slumped,
not
right?
even saying fuck off or anything. I'm just not even responding.
Yeah, he was breathing, though. I checked his pulse. So Hoodoo gets in the van, and he don't even say nothing. He just points, and he's like what? And I'm like, bro, it was a long night. I was like, I can pick him up and move him to the back seat. And he's like, don't even worry about it. Hoodoo's just such a nice, cool guy, dude. Like, he's don't even worry about it, dog. Like, let him rest, whatever, And this is Hoodoo's van, and he got to sit in the back seat because this man is slumped in the front seat from the night before, dog. Oh, man.
And after all of those stories, this dude still daps me up.
Oh, yeah.
He won't let me in the new Escalade.
No,
I bet not.
No.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Hoodoo, thank you for just being you, for being dope, and just fuck, man, for always accepting us. Like,
hell yeah,
thank you.
And our shenanigans.
Oh,
not
my
mine. I
gosh.
haven't had no experience with them yet. But you know what? One day.
Although
one day
Clay thought all those were fucking hilarious. I was so embarrassed every time, and then we'd go back to because we were sharing the studio with Clay. We'd go back there and we'd talk about it, and I'd be so goddamn embarrassed, and he'd just be dying. He'd be like, it'd be like that.
You know what? Same thing. Shout out to Clay, dog. You've always had our back.
Hell yeah.
We love you. You're one of the dopest human beings on this planet, in my opinion. So thank you.
Yes.
You still didn't take that shot?
I took half.
Oh my gosh.
This guy.
He's lacking. He's
about to buy another bottle.
Oh.
This type of alcohol is gonna last for like the next 10 fucking episodes.
Shit, that bottle lasted me 10 years.
So
just to watch him squirm.
Histio, what's on your palate? What's the flavor of the week?
Monster Beast.
I say we do two things. Like I said, it's the end of the year. We all talked about who we listened to and who made an impact throughout the year that we've been listening to. What I'd say.
Oh, an impact? Damn, I would have had a different answer if you'd have said that.
I worded it a little weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess how we can transition it is going into next year. Who is there any project that you know of that's coming out that you're looking forward to, like that you listen to as a fan, and then is there anything that you're working on coming into the next year that doesn't have to be full detail because I know I'm terrible for doing that.
those are two different questions.
100%. Well, no, you said what's on the tab. We got 2 minutes, so yeah.
I'll go first. All right.
Yeah, go.
So what I'm excited for, what I'm working on, and what I'm listening to
is myself.
No, listen.
How cringe.
You know what? And that's fine, because the thing is, I feel like it took a long time, but I feel like I'm in the pocket right now. You know, like I'm making the best music I've ever made, and the CD I'm working on is just so fucking dope. It is so beautiful, and a lot of that inspiration came from NF. You know, that real theatrical sounding, like lots of drops. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And oh man, it's just such a beautiful thing. Like I got a bunch of dope collabs on it. You know, and Straight Jacket is mixing and mastering it. By the time y'all see this, more than one song has already been out. But at this point, you know, the only one I've put out so far is Uzumaki, which that's actually featuring Zitro.
Yeah.
Fucking song is just beautiful, incredible,
Phenomenal.
you know, and I'm not being cocky, I'm just being confident, because I love this project, and so far, so does everyone else.
I knew that shit was gonna be a banger. The
Yes.
moment you sent it to me, I was
Yes.
like, ooh, I fucking love this shit.
That's what I'm saying. So that's my answer.
Hell yeah.
I guess for future projects as a fan that I'm looking forward to, I don't really know a whole lot that's coming out other than I've been seeing a lot of rumors. I don't know if y'all seen the same thing. Mainly Royce the 5'9" has been pushing these rumors where, if y'all remember Bad Meets Evil, apparently there's a Bad Meets Evil part 2 coming out.
I think I heard about that now that you say that.
Which,
Yeah. I think that really is a thing.
If that's the case,
That's dope.
Goddamn, that's what I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
hearing in the next year. And as for what I'm working on, I got a lot of random ass songs that I kind of put out or release. I don't have an actual CD that I'd say that I'm working on. I guess I got some that I could be throwing together. I am very surprised at not even surprised, but I am very happy with the feedback that we've gotten from 2DB.
Yes.
And
my god, what a dope CD.
I always, despite being a horrorcore fan, me being me, I find it hard to write horrorcore music.
Right.
If you listen to any of my solo music, that's not usually my main theme at all.
But you do tell, you're great at storytelling.
Yeah.
And this CD was a lot of that.
Yeah.
You school that.
Which is why I feel like with 2DB, it's been so fun and such a different outlet for me to when it comes to music making, other than what I've been doing the past, more than a few years.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
So there's already a couple songs that are obviously we got worked on and stuff like that. Any more work on 2DB is something that I'm excited to get working on.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Zitro?
Me? Fuck. I don't know if there's anybody's shit that I've been really looking forward to. I've been so focused on trying to get my own shit done. I've barely had time to outsource and look at what the fuck other people have been doing.
Yeah, you stay busy.
Bro, like y'all did 2DB and I, did Carnivores.
Another beautiful CD.
100%.
And you in class fucking destroyed that CD.
With the short amount of time that we had to get that bitch out, we fucking murdered it. I could not believe it. We did that shit. And I'm so proud of that shit. Shout out to Class. Class, I love you, dog. You're the shit.
Hell yeah.
But besides that, working on the fucking... What's the word I'm looking for? The fabled Red Hill Zone.
Anticipated.
That's coming. And then after that,
don't put a date on it yet.
No, I'm not putting a date on it until it's done.
Yeah.
That's how I always work. But then I also have some other shit that I have in the works. I'm not going to really talk too much on that. These guys know about it because it's a certain spin-off of something that I'm doing, and it's fucking amazing. I already got the artwork for everything that I'm doing.
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You do.
I might.
I do.
You do. Recent. You do because.
Well, by the time this comes out, maybe there's already a little news or something.
Maybe it could be. I really plan on it, but this is gonna take a lot of work because there is a lot of shit that I have to do. They're gonna be very, very small EPs, like 6-track EPs, just like Carnivores.
Oh, okay.
But it's gonna be straight storytelling and. God damn it! This remember?
Oh
yeah, that.
All
and then I have a fourth one that I'm doing that I just made, and that. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. So,
and you can cut this out if you need, but is that gonna be like an era theme?
Yeah.
Because you had to remind me.
Yeah. So there's gonna be years on the covers, okay, and the years are gonna represent something major that has happened. They are very, very significant dates.
Like historical events? Or?
Yes, okay. Big historical events.
Okay.
But they're very, predated. They're
like very early.
Yeah, I'm talking about like 1800s.
What did you blow up?
The fucking world.
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, but it will all make sense in due time. So. It's definitely gonna be my most fun project that I've ever done. So if y'all loved fucking Nain Rouge, which Nain Rouge is fucking underrated as fuck.
Yeah.
As fuck.
I stopped promoting it. It's still new to a lot of people, dog.
And I
same
try.
with everything. That's the same with all our
short form content.
Yeah.
I know. I really need to do that.
Yes.
Like really bad. But I want my first video to be a open verse for I don't need no guns.
Then do it.
I know, but I don't know how to do it right.
I got some shit to say, and I'll rap on it.
So when I do that, how am I supposed to make it? Am I supposed to edit it on the computer and then re-upload it?
Yeah. No, you would use it as it would. At this point, it would be like an original audio clip.
Right.
You wouldn't link it to the song. I mean, you could, and then turn the song down, but keep the original audio up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or when you upload the original audio clip, you can rename it to, I don't need no guns open verse challenge audio. And then that's what it would pop up as.
I don't know how to do all that.
I'll show you. God damn it. Well, I'm excited, dog.
We're gonna get that shit popping. My TikTok's about to blow up. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, follow me at the real Zitro.
Yep.
Because that's pretty much everything except
and
for my Twitch. My Twitch. Hold on. My Twitch.
I'm sorry.
My Twitch
TikTok.
is Mr. White Eyes, and then my YouTube is White Eyed Gaming. But that's for all my gaming shit, which has nothing to do with hip hop, but it's still me. So yeah,
it's just loud like a condenser. I'm sorry.
I'm
gonna get a new microphone for the next episode.
It'll be fine. We need to invest in lapel mics.
Listen, we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're making it happen.
We'll get it.
But so this concludes episode number 2, huh? Number
3. Limbo.
One of our first 3 episodes.
Number 2.
It's definitely not 1.
Man, technically, if we really think about it, with what we've filmed, this would be 4.
Okay.
Technically, if we cut out certain shit, we can make all these one episode.
Yeah.
Other than what y'all did at Jaeger Slam.
If we do all these in one episode, it's going to be like fucking 4 hours long.
No. What we filmed in total is about that long. If you chop shit, you can make it about a good 3-hour long episode.
Yeah, which, you know, we'll
like
be
a
using,
Rogan.
We'll
but
be using those
I'm not
clips
going to
for
do
a while.
that. They're going to be about an hour. Because that's all I got. That's my whole
Well, this
attention
one's
span.
over an hour.
Yeah.
And that's
the first
fine.
one should
That's
be
fine.
over an
By
hour.
this time we cut it all, it's going to be
This
done.
is the second one, bud. The
Maybe
first
it's
one's over an hour. The second one's over an hour. The first
The
one.
first season should be over.
Seasons.
The first season.
Come on,
Histio, you don't even season your chicken.
Dog, you cannot say that. God damn it. We had the crack chicken.
Oh, shit.
I didn't season it. I just bought it that way. But still,
Oh my god.
I buy seasoned chicken.
Yeah, you do. You do. But anyways, for episode 2, I'm Bake Low.
I'm Zitro.
I'm Histio.
Yeah.
And yeah. We'll see you next time.
More drunk, better than ever.
This has been the Hip Hop
Happy Hour.
Yeah. Peace.
It's the hip hop happy hour. Hip hop happy hour. Hip hop happy hour. Hip hop happy hour.